It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. Now an opening past the 30. And he's going to finally be ushered out of bounds all the way up by midfield. First down 10 at the 50-yard line. Somebody got to go. Somebody got to go. I take the G. Watch boy. We survived outside off from the music. Turn his TV off. Ain't with my type activity, so don't you get involved. Hey, it's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. At the Chiefs' 46-yard line. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will score. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Throwing right away is Mahomes. Moving to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now third and 15.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow, yep. 15.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now it's fourth down. On fourth down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. Rajante Wester deep for Baltimore. And that will hit and go out of bounds just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Caden Hicks on the tackle. Going to go right back to Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
In motion comes Andrews. Third and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And that'll set up fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
DC,
Early
DC.
big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. In motion goes Likely. Fourth down, Jackson. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Yellow.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. 15-yard pickup there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley!
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Second down.
Hey, 43! Yellow!
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and long.
Yellow!
To throw is Mahomes. That is hot. He gets the hookup with Rice. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs.
They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come back! Yellow, yellow! Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors!
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Yellow!
Mahomes, back, throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that spree from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10.
15. Hey, 57.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Yellow! Attack!
Mahomes to throw it on 4th down. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after 1, it's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 19 yards.
Off the play fake. Jackson. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Defensively all over him. And it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
On play action, here's Jackson. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
No. Hey.
Play action now. Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Chase Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
Hey, report. Change it.
Again, it's Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Brian Cook there defensively to knock that one away.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. On third down, Jackson. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll run for it with Henry. First down and more inside the 15. And he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Hey, 43, 40,
Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Go on, 80. 43. Easy.
Now, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up into protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. A 1st down throw for Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
And down. Jackson. This one downfield by Flowers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 18. And the Baltimore 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
No, we changed it. Jackson now on 2nd down. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Baltimore.
On the ground, here's Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We changed it. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Baltimore first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Raven first down.
On 1st and 10, Jackson forced to his right. That one taken in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And this connection is just a thing of beauty, and sometimes you get so caught up in these timing routes and clear outs and rubs and all that sort of stuff, Mike. But really what happens so much in this league is just good old-fashioned pass game. Throw it up, run under it, and that connection is really what we saw here. That thing's in the air a good 65 yards, and that's the definition of a big strike, and it goes for 6.
The return starts from the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll look for Flowers downfield. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part.
And he will get into the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll get across the 20, welcome down to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
DC, ready? Next one. Yo. Hey, report. Go. No, we changed it. Cut.
Jackson looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hey, 15. Fight on these two. Attack. Argo Woolley. 57. Come back.
Play action here. Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. It's second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Fight on these two. 15.
On second down, Mahomes. Again, working deep downfield. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10.
Attack. 15. Far side. Hey, rip Liz. Far side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
Here's Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Christian Fulton is in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jackson. Back over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
5 yards on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. This one caught at the 4. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Baltimore first down. First and goal, Baltimore.
On play action, here's Jackson. That is caught by the tight end, Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. And Greg, that is good play design there. Using the play fake to get the receiver time to get open.
And down here this close to the goal line, Mike, it doesn't take much. All you need is that linebacker or that defender to freeze for that split second. That's all you need to create separation, and that's an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Easy. Yellow.
They go play action with Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. 15. Yellow. 15.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
They'll take over first and 10.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready. Set up. Ready. Hey, shot.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
3rd and 5. Jackson now. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Now, Jackson. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Off the play fake. Jackson. That is caught to the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
What? What's that?
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 55 yards on the game.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Yellow.
1st down throw. Mahomes. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll take this one in. Raheem Rice. Touchdown, KC. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
DC, man. That's a lot. 180. That's it. Oh. You are it.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
37. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Report. 13. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's got
for first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
On first and 10, Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's Henry. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
No gain on the play. Brings up fourth and goal.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on fourth and goal.
Middle.
Jackson. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Hey, Sunday.
Out of his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 99 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Ravens 34. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And it'll bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry.
16 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Jackson up top again. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Jackson looking to throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Chiefs 35.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Remigio now on the return. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return.
At their own 23-yard line.
Attack, attack! 180! 180! Hey, 43!
Mahomes on first down. That's complete to Rice. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And they will finally run him down. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 37 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Fight on these two. At 57, I'll go on it.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Swung out to Hunt. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
It is 2nd and a yard.
Yellow. Outside.
Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run. And the Chiefs are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
4-yard line.
Yellow. That's a line. Attack, attack. Attack.
Try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mahomes going to look to run with this one. And he will take it in himself. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
57 colors, 57 colors. Hey, yellow, hey, go gun. Outside.
Throwing from the gun. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's first down. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Hopkins sent in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
What's the play call here? 4th down and 7. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. We are set for 4th and long. The They'll send Flowers in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
Yellow.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really...
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are going to open up the lead to 8.
Ravens 40.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
They're on 24-yard line.
Hopkins sent in motion. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball. Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
Attack, attack! Yellow, yellow!
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Change it. Alpha, sit up! My name! What? Report!
They'll send Flowers in motion. Now Jackson. He's going to try it here again. That is brought in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now.
No, we changed it. Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and
10. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
To throw is Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
A first down throw for Mahomes. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Second and 10.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow. 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 Where's that?
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's caught! And they are going to add 6 more here at the end.